Yo, 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 what the fuck's going on? Hey, this weekend it's gonna be really, really good. A lot of fights to talk about. I'm excited. I'm excited, guys. I got a lot of fights to talk about. All these fights that we're gonna talk about, damn near like the prelim to the fucking the whole main card. It's gonna be really fucking good. Let's talk about it, man. Let's get straight into it. We got Jack Della Maddalena versus Josiah Harrell. Jack, he's 14 and 2, 26 years old, 4 and 0 in the UFC, right? He's pretty good. I seen him fight a few times, man. This motherfucker could rock your ass. He has 11 knockouts, 2 submissions, 14 and 2. That's, you know what I'm saying? He's a finisher. He can knock motherfuckers out. Josiah Hare, on the other hand, he's 7 and 0, but all his wins are 4 knockouts, 3 submissions, all by finishes. 24 years old, UFC debut. He just took this fight this week. He had no time to train. He had no camp. He's going straight into it. Straight into the UFC. I will say, though, that this guy, he's pretty good, though. Don't sleep on him. I want to sleep on him, but just because the short notice, like this week, I'm pretty sure he's been training, but to get ready for a guy like Jack, he's gonna have to take time and put in a real camp because Jack, he's been in the UFC. He's 4 and 0 already in the UFC, and I think I'm gonna go with Jack, man. I got Jack by knockout TKO minus 270. I mean, if you wanna fucking do the money line on long ass parlays minus 1,000, I mean, what the hell can you do with that? Shit, you can win a fucking penny, but yeah, man, I think Jack could get the knockout. This one's gonna be a really banger. This one's gonna be a really good fight. It's gonna be a banger. Starts at 8 p.m. By the way. This is a prelim fight, right before the main card. But yeah, man, I got Jack by knockout TKO. Minus 270. Let's talk about the next one. Robbie Lawler versus Nico Price. Man, it's gonna be a good one. Robbie Lawler, if you guys don't know, he's a UFC veteran, 29-16. 41 years old. He announced this week that it's going to be his last fight. He's going to retire after this one. Nico Price, on the other hand, he's 15-6. He's 33 years old. His last fight, he lost to Phil Rowe. He got knocked out. But man, Robbie Lawler's last fight, it looked like he still got something left in the tank. If you look back at his last fight, Robbie Lawler was throwing some heavy ass jabs and some good leg kicks. He could have took out his last opponent, but he got knocked out last minute. I mean, if I got to go with an explosive fighter in this fight against Nico Price and Robbie Lawler, I think I'm going to go with Robbie Lawler. I see Nico Price fought a few times. He's okay. He's a pretty good fighter, but he's not explosive like how Robbie Lawler is. So I'm going to lean with Robbie Lawler here, man. Last fight, go out with a fucking bang. Why the fuck not? Plus 210 money line. Underdog. It's good value there. That's what I'm going with. Robbie Lawler. Oh, the next one. This next fight. Bo Nickel versus Val Woodburn. Man, this is going to be very, very interesting to see. Because I want to see Bo Nickel. Like, is he going to submit this motherfucker in the first round right away? I think he will. Or we're going to see a big upset. Bo Nickel, if you guys don't know, he's 4 and 0, 27 years old, a huge favorite, minus 3,500 in money line. That is fucking ridiculous. That's like the biggest favorite in UFC history. He's one of the best wrestlers in the game. Man, coming out of Penn State and his past few fights in the UFC, it's been dominant. He's been getting the finishes. Val Woodburn, on the other hand, he's 7 and 0, 5 knockouts, 2 wins by decisions, 29 years old. He's coming from another organization. He used to be a champion in that organization. But this guy, he took the fight late notice this week. He has no wrestling or grappling game. All his wins are by knockouts or he's standing up. He's more of a striker, I believe. He got some heavy-ass hands, though. So, guys, listen. I'm going to go with Bo Nickel. Bo Nickel to win by submission in the first round. I'm pretty sure that's like some type of fucking value compared to like other shit they got going on. But if you want, guys, throw a little something on Val Woodburn. I would throw a little $20, a little something. I mean, plus 1,060 money line for Val Woodburn. That's crazy. You never know. In UFC, anything is possible, man. I'm telling you, anything is possible. I've seen some crazy ass shit. Crazy ass shit in these UFC fights. So I would say throw some little some on the value, but don't be surprised if Bo Nickel wins by the submission in the first round. Just because Val Woodburn is grappling, it's not there. It's not pretty good. But yeah, man, I got Bo Nickel to win by submission in the first round. And a little some on Val Woodburn plus 1,060. 1,060 money line. It's crazy. But yeah, man, that's what I got for that fight. Let's talk about the next one here. Ooh. Jalen Turner versus Dan Hooker. Jalen Turner, he's 13-6, 28 years old. Dan Hooker, he's 22-12, 33 years old. Jalen Turner, he's 4-1 in past 5 fights. Fucking Dan Hooker, he's 2-3 his past 5 fights. Man, it's just Jalen Turner. He's big as hell. He's tall as fuck for a lightweight. He's huge he's a big guy for a lightweight division. He trained with Chimaev a little bit. Came across paths with him. He started training with him. He says he's really intense. I feel like this probably could give him a little boost going against Dan Hooker here. Dan Hooker. The thing about him, he has the experience on the upper hand. He fought one of the best fighters in his division, even though he lost to some of them, but he's still a really good fighter. Man, this was tough for me to decide. I was going back and forth a little bit here, but I'm going to go with Jalen Turner money line. New blood in the division, you know what I'm saying? He's bigger. He has the skills to keep up with Dan Hooker. So, yeah, man, I got Jalen Turner money line against Dan Hooker. That's who I got, man. This next fight, Robert Whittaker versus Dricus du Plessis. Robert Whittaker, if you guys don't know, come on, man. He's one of the best in his division besides Izzy. Robert Whittaker, he's 25-6, 32 years old. He fought one of the best in his division, like I was saying. There's a list of names. Yoel Romero, Kevin Gastelum, Jared Cannonier, Marvin Vittori. I mean, he fought one of the best, and he beat him. The only person he didn't beat in his division was Izzy. I mean, come on, Du Plessis, on the other hand, he's 19-2, 29 years old, 5-0 in the UFC. I'll give him props to that. But, man, can he keep up with the skills that Robert Whittaker has? Can he keep up with his cardio? Because we've seen in his past few fights for Du Plessis, he gets tired quick. And I personally think Robert Whittaker, man, he's on a whole nother level with skills and experience compared to Du Plessis. Don't get me wrong, like I said earlier, anything can fucking happen in UFC. But I'm going to go with Robert Whittaker. If you want to parlay fucking Robert Whittaker money line, you can, minus 400. But I can see Robert Whittaker just dominating all rounds. Robert Whittaker to win by points, plus 195 on FanDuel right now. So that's what I'm looking towards, man. I got Robert Whittaker money line, but I'm looking at the value too. Robert Whittaker to win by points, plus 195. That's what I got for that fight, man. Let's talk about the next one, the co-main event. Whoo! Ooh-wee! Man, this one was tough. I was going back and forth with this one too. Brandon Moreno versus Alexandre Pantoja. Brandon Moreno, he's 21-6 with 2 draws. Champion his division, flyweight division. 29 years old. Pantoja, he's 25-5, 33 years old. If you guys don't know, they fought before already. Twice. Pantoja, he's 2-0 versus Moreno. We know that. Fighters in all sports, we look at, this guy has his number. He beat him already. He could do it again. For sure. That's true. You know what I'm saying? But, guys, let's talk about Brandon Moreno's past 5 fights. I mean, he had 4 championship fights. He went to 5 rounds in 2 of them, I believe. Yes, in 2 of them. Against Figueiredo. One of the top in his division as well. He He got in the draw the first one versus Figueiredo. He won the second one against Figueiredo in submission. He became champion. But he lost the third one, right? He lost the third one to Figueiredo. Then he had to work his way up. He had to beat Kaikara France, another great fighter in his division. He won the interim championship. Then he got another fucking rematch against Figueiredo. He won by TKO. Man, I was going back and forth with this fucking fight, man, because Pantoja, on the other hand, he's really good with the transitions when it comes to submissions. He can knock you out. He's a finisher too. But man, guys, I'm going to go with the guy who's been in more championship fights, who's been in more 5-round fights compared to Pantoja. I think Brandon Moreno, he wants this shit, bro. He wants this shit. He lost this guy twice. I think he gets this one, guys. Third time's a fucking charm. I think he gets it. That's what I got, man. I was going back and forth, but I got Brandon Moreno money line. Minus 205 on FanDuel right now. That's what I got for the co-main event. The main event, we got Alexander Volkanovski versus Yair Rodriguez. Man, oh man, it's going to be really good. It's going to be a banger. This could be fight of the night. A lot of these fucking fights on this card could be fight of the fucking night, guys. But let's talk about Alexander Volkanovski, guys. He's 25-2, 34 years old. Arguably one of the best featherweights in his fucking division. As a champion, in history and all that shit. He's 19-1 in the past 20 fights. Can you fucking believe that? That loss was against Islam Makhachev. That's crazy. A lot of people say he won that fight. I mean, shit, it was really close. He could have won that fight. But anyways, man, Yair Rodriguez, on the other hand, he's 3-1 with 1 draw the past 5 fights. His last fight, Yair Rodriguez, he got the submission. He won against Josh Emmett, in the championship, all that other shit. But he's really cool with the leg kicks, man. Crazy ass leg kicks. Volkanovski, he has to be careful with that. He has to be careful with that, and he has to be careful with how long Yair Rodriguez is, right? Volkanovski, he's smart, man. I think he's gonna go after the takedowns just to keep him in this fight, just to control the fight. Because if he stands up for, against Yair Rodriguez too long, he really has to be careful, man. Because Yair Rodriguez is dangerous. He's not no bum. He's not a scrub. He's pretty good. But yeah, he has to be careful. He just has to be careful, go after the takedowns. With that being said, Volkanovski, I feel like this is another thing too. I feel like he's on another level compared to Yair Rodriguez. So I think he got this one in the bag, man. And he's still hungry. He's still hungry. It's not like he's just whatever to him. He's still fucking hungry. He wants to get this win, and he wants that fucking rematch against Islam Makhachev in the lightweight division. So I feel like he's focused. He's ready. He's going to do what he does best. He's going to get the win, man. I got Volkanovski. Volkanovski, money line minus 400, parlay if you guys want with some shit. But I got him to win by points, plus 140. A lot of his fights, it goes to the 5-round decision. So, yeah, man. I got Volkanovski to win by points, money line. That's what I fucking got, man, for that fight, the main event, UFC, guys. I'm going to run it back for you guys. All right. So, Jack Della, I got Jack by knockout, TKO minus 270. Robbie Lawler versus Nico Price, I got Robbie Lawler plus 210 money line underdog. Bo Nickel versus Val Woodburn. Honestly, guys, I got Bo Nickel to win in the first round submission, guys. That's what I got. And then Jayla Turner versus Dan Hooker. I got Jayla Turner. The next fight, Robert Whittaker versus Duplessis. I got Robert Whittaker money line. Or if you guys want, I like the Robert Whittaker to win by points, plus 195. For the co-main event, Brandon Moreno versus Pantoja. I got Brandon Moreno. And Alexander Volkanovski, Yair Rodriguez. I got Volkanovski money line. And to win by points, if you guys want to go after the value, plus 140. That's what I got, man. Let's get it, y'all. It's going to be a really, really good weekend. Tune in for these fights, man. It's going to be fucking dope. Peace out, y'all. Let's get it.